What is this? Am I back in the main studio? Yes, I am, and I'm here to bring you guys another fantastic episode of FFA Fridays. How's it going, everybody? My name is Rylan Robb, and I am the Edwards County FFA chapter reporter, and welcome back to another awesome episode of FFA Fridays. So we got a lot to cover in today's episode. I want to cover some community events. I want to cover some CDEs and competitions we've done over the last few weeks, and then I also want to cover some interviews as well. So let's go ahead and jump right in with the competitions. Okay, so starting off here, we have parliamentary procedure. Now, these contests are going to be in no particular order. I'm just going to explain them, what they are, and then give you guys the results and how we did. So basically, what parliamentary procedure is it is the competition of how to properly run a meeting. So, for example, whenever you are in an FFA meeting during RTI or whatnot, you have all the opening ceremonies and whatnot, and that's kind of what parliamentary procedure is to a degree. It's how to properly run a meeting, how to adjourn it, all that good stuff, and how to bring up the proper motions. And then Edwards County, as a team, ended up getting third place in this, so good job to everybody who did parliamentary procedure. Next up is one of my personal favorite contests, which is poultry. Poultry is all about identifying chickens, chicken parts, and all that. So basically, in the contest, you have to identify chicken parts, you have to judge live chickens, you have to find out what's wrong with eggs from inside and out, and you have to do things like that to basically determine the quality of the meat in the eggs. So as a team in poultry, Edwards County got third place once again, and then for top 10 individuals, myself got first place and Emma Wiseman got ninth place. Next up, we have the contest that we hosted this year, which is public speaking and varsity quiz bowl. So this is kind of like a two contests in one night type of thing, but let me go over public speaking first and then I'll do quiz bowl. They're both pretty self-explanatory, but I'll still go over it. So basically, in public speaking, you have three different types of speaking that you can do. You have prepared, you have extemporaneous, and then you have creed. Creed speaking is obviously speaking the creed and doing it to the best of your public speaking abilities. Extemporaneous speaking is where you draw three topics from a bucket, you pick one, you research that topic for 30 minutes, and then you present that topic and do a speech about it to judges. And then prepared speaking is where you prepare a speech beforehand with a problem solution, and then you present that problem solution prepared speech to a panel of judges again. So our creed speaker this year was Campbell Biggs, and then for JV prepared, we had Cassidy Metcalf, and she ended up getting first place, and then myself participated in the varsity extemporaneous speaking. So for the varsity quiz bowl portion of that night, essentially what that is members just go in and answer questions about agriculture. It's really pretty simple, and they do it in like a tournament style double elimination bracket, and Edwards County ended up getting sixth. So moving right along here, we have horticulture or hort. So basically what this is it's kind of like agronomy in a way. That's kind of how I like to compare it. So if you've done agronomy, a hort is very similar to it. So basically, where in agronomy you have crops like corn and peas and things like that, in horticulture you have things more like flowers and ferns. So essentially what horticulture is it's just identifying and figuring out what's wrong with plants that go with landscaping and gardening and things like that to make your house and overall area just look better. So Edwards County ended up getting first place this year, actually. So in second place, we had Emma Wiseman. In seventh, we had myself. And in 10th, we had Cassidy Metcalf. So good job, team. Next up, we have livestock judging, which goes on as the same day as hort. So what livestock judging is if you've ever done horse judging, it's very similar to that, except with livestock. So cows and things like that. So Edwards County ended up getting fifth as a team in that. Okay, now we have our most recent competitions or CDUs. So I want to cover Ag Mechanics first, or Ag Mech. So Ag Mech is a little different from your normal contest. You have 5 team members doing 5 different practicums, or essentially different contests altogether, and then their score comes together to make a team score. So these 5 different practicums are Ag Power, Surveying, Welding, Carpentry, and Electricity. So in Ag Power, we had Jacob Summerfield. In Carpentry, we had Madison Harris. In Electricity, we had Jacob Weber. In Surveying, we had myself. And in Welding, we had Caden Rothrock. And this team ended up getting second in the Ag Mech contest. And then on the same night was Ag Business. So basically what ag business is you go in and you take a test all about business, essentially. It's pretty straightforward. You just go in and you take the test and then that's it. But there's a lot more to it than that. There's a lot of math stuff that you got to work out, but don't let that intimidate you from trying it. It actually is pretty fun. You get to kind of learn about some business things that happen on the farm that you may not know about, with assets, liabilities, and all that stuff. And I do feel like it helps apply things into the real world after you graduate high school, from my opinion. Edwards County ended up getting third place in this, with Emma Wiseman getting fourth and Carissa getting fifth. And we're done. That is all the competitions. We should be all caught up now. Let's hope I didn't leave something out. But I didn't. That's all the contests, so we're all caught up there. So let me move on to some community events. Okay, so the big one I want to hit on, first and foremost, is the Farmers Share Breakfast. So basically what the Farmers Share Breakfast activity is it's where members go in, prepare food, and then serve food to farmers and other people in the community, just kind of as a thank you almost for what they do for us. And it's a good way for members to kind of give a hands-on thank you, so to speak. And I do think it's a good way to promote growth and leadership and kind of be a part of the community. And who can turn down a nice cooked breakfast by our local FFA chapter? So basically what this is it's where we have FFA members going down to the grade school and reading books all about ag to the little kids. This is a great way to educate them about agriculture, as well for high school kids and our members, to promote their public speaking skills and getting along with kids and helping them grow as well. So I really like this. It's a win-win for both sides. So I think this is just awesome. So hopefully we'll have some pictures going up on screen now with some of that. All right, so that's pretty much the two big community events that I really wanted to hit on. So now let's go to some officer interviews this week. Let's cut to that.
Okay, my name is Tara Michaels and I am the Sentinel.
Okay, so what are your duties as the Sentinel?
As a Sentinel, I make sure that the room is controlled and comfortable, and then I also welcome people into the meeting and make sure they're all having a decent time and they're all cooperating.
What is your favorite thing as the Sentinel?
Probably just being a part of the officer team in general. I don't know that I necessarily have a favorite part of it.
Okay, so what are you stationed by?
The door.
Why?
Because the door is where people enter, and it is my duty to make sure that they are all welcome and that they are friends and everyone comes through and has a good time.
Okay. So, from your personal preference, what is your favorite? State convention or national convention?
I liked state convention a lot just because we were all just kind of having a good time and it wasn't snowing and really cold everywhere because I don't like the cold.
My name is Addie Bailey, and I am the historian, and I am a junior.
What is your job as the Edwards County historian?
So I help with the scrapbook, and I also cut out pictures in the newspapers of FFA events.
What is your favorite part about being the historian?
Growing leadership skills and just learning more through FFA and having fun.
What is your favorite experience from the officer team this year?
Well, we haven't got to do much so far this year, but I'm enjoying this national convention.
My name's Callie Mestrel, and I'm the secretary.
Okay, what do you do as the secretary?
I take notes of all the meetings, and I correspond with other secretaries.
What do you like most about being the secretary?
As secretary, I mostly I don't know. I really just like being an officer in general. I like to help make decisions with FFA.
What's your favorite officer experience you've had? Either this term or your last term?
Definitely the convention. It's last national convention, it was all officers, so we just had a meeting in our hotel room. We all had matching socks on.
All right, awesome awesome interviews this week. We still got a few interviews to go, so make sure to stick around because we're not done with this school year yet. We're still going to have at least one more FFA Friday coming up in the near future. So if you guys have enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe down below if you are new and checking it out. And with that, I will see you guys in the next episode. See you later, everybody. Bye.